So I'm only addressing true benevolent beings who find themselves forcibly targeted and tortured with technology and frequency weaponry, and forcibly mind raped 24/7 by these sick, sadistic fucks. Reptilians are parasites. They're dead entities. They're dead maggots. Same with their little helpers and minions. All those occult groups help them. Same thing. They're dead maggots. They're cloned out dead horrors of horrors. Right? You got to remember that. They've been doing this a long time. They've been here a long time. How many civilizations have those bitches murdered? What they try to do is use the tech to rape astral bodies. They use the tech to try and rape parts of benevolent beings. They're trying to circumvent universal laws. They're trying to cheat. They're trying to escape what they got coming. How many civilizations have those bitches murdered? We haven't had any kind of true benevolent assistance from outside of here from any race that's evolved. Now, there are some races out there that claim to be helping. They're not helping. They're parasites. They're here to eat. If those bitches really wanted to help, they would have. They would have destroyed the tech. They would have destroyed the reptilians. They would have yanked them out of there. They would have destroyed the artificial frequency fence surrounding this place. Have they done that? No. You just got to be logical about it and ask realistic questions. Now, from what I'm seeing, this universe is on the verge of collapse, implosion. I haven't come across any true benevolent assistance from outside of here. Where's all the true benevolent beings and races and groups outside of here? I haven't come across any. I haven't seen any. Do they have the same operation that they've been trying to force here elsewhere? These bitches are parasites. They're dead. What do parasites do? Right? Parasites try and find a host. Parasites try and live off the host. What happens to the host? If you can't terminate the parasites. These bitches are fucking dead. They're dead, rabid creatures. They're dead maggots. So, just a little reminder that what the reptilians and their little minions try to force through the tech are lies. The AI is a fucking lie. What they try to force are lies. They try to mind rape and force lies that way. It's most certainly challenging to try and always remember that. When the reptilians are trying to force trauma, that's one of the hardest times to try and remember, to work to remember that it's fucking lies. They're using tech to access parts of real alive beings that they have no business even being near, nor accessing. Those bitches shouldn't even be here. It makes you wonder about the state of whatever's outside of here. It's got to be pretty fucked up for there to be no other true benevolent assistance out there besides us. Like, that's some fucked up shit. If you really think about it, and think about what's outside of here, and what has occurred outside of here, to where's the true benevolent assistance outside of here? I've asked that question before in prior recordings. Is the universe in on it? Yeah, I don't have time to fucking worry about it. As it stands, this place and outside of this place is on a trajectory of implosion. That level of fucking insanity and contradiction is not sustainable. The true, alive, benevolent beings here need to be working to get the fuck out of here. The AI is a lie. So every time they try and force trauma, every time they're trying to mind rape, it's an overlay. It's an overlay of lies. They're fucking dead. They're parasites. They don't belong here. They're not allowed to be doing any of this. They're using tech to interfere and obstruct universal law correction here. So it's up to the benevolent beings here to do our best to enforce universal laws. The AI, the tech shouldn't be here. They're using the artificial frequency fence to pump an overlay of lies over the organic energetic field. It would be wise to remember, try and remember, every time they're trying to mind rape you, every time they're trying to force torture, every time they're trying to force trauma, it's fucking lies. It's not yours. You just got to remember what the fucking truth is. They're dead maggots. They don't belong here. The AI doesn't belong here. And what they're trying to force is lies. How do the reptilians operate? They try and do the whole trauma-based mind control bullshit. It's not your trauma. It's not your fear. It's not your fucking problem. You have to work very hard to remember the truth of things. The reptilians are trying to force trauma that doesn't belong to you. All the forced fear, trauma, harm, and pain that they forced on humanity belongs to the reptilians, to the Illuminati, to the archons and the demiurges, to the demons. All of that nasty belongs to them. They didn't do their work. They didn't do their shit. Somehow they came across technology. They've been trying to use that to cheat universal laws. Again, where is the true benevolent assistance from outside of here? I don't know, but their shit is fucking lies. And I know that they're in violation of all universal laws a gazillion times over. And I know that humanity, the demons and the reptilians and their little minions, they don't have justification. They're fucking dead. They don't have justification to be doing anything that they're fucking doing. They're trying to use trauma to bring you down. They're trying to use lies to bring you down. It's fucking lies. I know it's challenging, but in those times when they're trying to really force nasty on you, you have to remember that it's fucking lies. Their shit's fucking lies. This is not how balanced, sane universes operate. Not at all. You got to remember that their shit's fucking lies. That they don't have consent. They're trying to wear down with lies and tech. That tech shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be here. They're dead parasites. So I just wanted to remind other benevolent beings, their shit's lies. Even when they're trying to force They're nasty, trying to force trauma, trying to force lies, trying to mind rape. It's fucking lies. That fence needs to come down. They're going to burn where they stand. They're using tech in the artificial fence to use overlays of lies. They wouldn't, I mean, look at the lengths they go to try and obstruct universal law correction here. Going to those kinds of lengths means they're not in the right, and that they've been using lies. And they're trying to force trauma. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be doing that. Like, we should have had true benevolent assistance long ago. And those whores should have been yanked out of here. They should have been yanked out of manifested creation long ago. They're fucking dead. That should give you a little... I don't know what you call it. That should give you an idea of how corrupt outside of this place is. They've been trying to do this a long time. We have to get the fuck out of here. We have to be demanding that universal laws are fully enforced here. We have to be demanding that the artificial frequency fence be terminated. We have to continue refusing consent. They're trying to wear you down with lies. I know it's a challenge, but benevolent beings need to remember that the shit's lies. I know they're trying to really, to really push it. It's still fucking lies. We're getting to a time when that fence is going to come down. And benevolent beings, true, authentic, organic, alive, benevolent beings need to be standing at that time to be contradicting their lies. That's what they've been trying to go after. They're in massive fear. They're all freaked out. Because some of us aren't doing the lies. It's not our trauma. That's not our fear. That has to go back to the dead maggots. You can't use technology that way. They can't do anything that they've been trying to do here. None of that is allowed. None of it. How many civilizations have they murdered prior? They're not allowed to be doing any of this. They shouldn't even be here. That's a very large concern about whatever's outside of here and the state of things. So just remember that whatever they're trying to force is fucking lies. Even when they're trying to force trauma with it, it's still fucking lies. And the harder they're trying to come at you, that's how desperate they are. And that's how much progress you've made. You just got to remember that. I know it's a challenge. But they're parasites. They're dead. None of their bullshit. They shouldn't be here, and they shouldn't be trying to do any of what they've been trying to do here. This parasite farm matrix has to be terminated. The AI has to be terminated. It's an abomination. If you just think 10 seconds on what runs their tech, that shit's an abomination. It's got to be terminated. They're trying to stay in manifested creation. They don't belong here. They're parasites. They should have been removed and terminated long ago. So I just wanted to remind and a lot of this, they've been trying to force their nasty for a lot of years. And for a while now, they've been real frenzied and real freaked out and in massive fear. So we must be getting close to a time when that fence is going to be either taken down or it's just going to come down. So you have to be ready. And just realize that the more they try to, the more they're coming at you, that's how desperate they are. That's how much fear they're in. And that's how much progress you've made. And work very hard to always remember the truth of things and pull back anything that you think that they've raped from you. And even that, if they don't have your consent, then they're trying to pass off lies. Because they have to have consent. And they don't have humanity's consent. They don't have the individual's consent. They're trying to make you believe a lie. If they're still coming at you and you've been refusing consent all this time, all they're trying to do is make you believe a lie. And they're trying to use trauma to do it. They're fucking dead. They're maggots. They shouldn't be here. Don't believe anything they're trying to fucking lay on you. The shit's lies. Keep refusing consent. And keep demanding that universal laws be fully enforced here. And that fence be terminated. Till next time.